sure that more Marylanders can afford to live here, to buy a home here, and create wealth for their families and live that secure middle-class life. And that's why I'm asking you to re-elect me as governor.
Governor Wes Moore officially seeking a second term, marking his place for his 2026 bid. Thank you for joining us on 11 News at Noon. I'm Mindy Becerra. Governor Wes Moore launched his re-election campaign video early this morning. It comes as the rising Democrat has faced speculation about a potential presidential bid in 2028. 11 News reporter Kate Amara is live in Annapolis, where the governor announced that 2026 re-election bid. Kate.
Well, Mindy, this came as no surprise. Today, the governor launching his re-election bid officially this morning with a video. That's how he first made his announcement. The Democrat, Maryland's first black governor and currently the only black governor in the United States, says he is running for another term, 2026. He made his announcement by dropping a video. Then he walked out here to Lawyers Mall and talked to reporters, explaining why he's doing it. He said he's all about fiscal discipline and economic growth. He called public safety his #1 priority. He blasted President Donald Trump, a Republican, for chaos and confusion and causing dysfunction in Washington that impacts Marylanders in the form of federal job cuts. And he also blasted the White House and the Trump administration when he was asked about his GOP rivals in his now bid for re-election.
For anyone who's thinking about running in, I think that they'd better be prepared to defend their record, but also they'd better be prepared to also explain why they have been so dead silent when we're watching the ravages of Donald Trump coming to the state, and they have said absolutely nothing about what Donald Trump is doing to the people of this state.
Into a surplus. Our unemployment rate was one of the nation's highest.
Now, the Republican Governors Association sent a response almost immediately after this press conference today, and they said the opposite. They said under Wes Moore, Maryland has seen tax hikes, an out-of-control deficit, and a, quote, horrific crime record in Baltimore. Governor Moore was asked about some of those criticisms by reporters. You'll hear more of what he had to say in response to that coming up at 4 and 5 o'clock. But we also asked him if he made this announcement after asking his family if it was okay with them. And he didn't say he explicitly asked for permission. He said, I'm a public servant, I'm a soldier, and I'm lucky to have my wife and my kids as my battle mates. Then he walked back to Government House, where he wants to live for another 4 years. Reporting live from Annapolis, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL TV 11 News.
Thank you, Kate. And the governor is also asking Marylanders to re-elect Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller. In a post on X, the lieutenant governor talked about the American dream, stating for too many Marylanders that dream is out of reach. She says in part, quote, Wes and I have made historic progress over the last 3 years, creating good-paying jobs, raising wages, and investing in public schools. But the mission isn't done. Join our fight.